Hey Warren, I had a few questions for you about this timesheet. Um, my biggest question right now is you got a button down at the bottom that says submit for approval. What exactly does that do? I mean, what is it? What does an employee do with that, and what is it? What does a manager do with it after they've done it? Is that something I have to do, or what do you use that for?
Well, it's optional. You don't have to use it. But if you do want to approve timesheets, first of all, it would go off your payroll period. So if you have a biweekly payroll or something to that effect, whatever your pay periods are, you would actually be approving that period of time. And usually it's a default to a weekly timesheet.
But so as an employee, what happens when I click it?
Yeah, well, when you go ahead and click on Submit for Approval, you're basically saying that I'm submitting my timesheet to my manager for approval. So I'm going to click the button now. And when I do, it gives me a little warning. It's basically telling me you're about to submit this timesheet. It just is reminding you to double check your work before you submit it for approval.
Okay, so I click yes.
And now the timesheet has been submitted. You'll note that it's been submitted because right up here in the top right corner, under your login name, you'll see a little ribbon icon. This little icon tells the person that your timesheet has been submitted.
Okay, cool. So what does the manager do with that?
Well, once it's been submitted, the manager gets an email that tells them that Warren has submitted a timesheet for approval. And some people do that as one-offs, and other people, which is normally a best practice, would do it maybe once a week, just as a group. But for a manager to approve this time, they would go up here to the Tools menu, near the top portion of Standard Time. And then they would go ahead and scroll down here to Approve Time and Expenses. Once they approve time and expenses, get into this window, they're going to see the pending items on the left-hand side waiting for their approval. And once they go ahead and approve that, it moves over to the right-hand side to show that it has been approved. Now, naturally, I cannot approve my own time. So when I submitted this for approval, it's not showing up in my window.
Okay, so this is not something the employee is going to see.
No, only managers get to see this, and in fact, even if you're a manager, you have to have the right to see this. So you can let some managers see the approval process, while others may be totally left out of it.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close this window. Do you have any other questions on it while it's open?
No, I think I got it. This is good.
Okay.
So you're saying that you said it was optional in the beginning, so I don't have to click the submit for approval, but does that mean my time doesn't get put into the system?
No. Your time, when you type it into the timesheet, whether you're typing it directly into the timesheet like I am right now, putting some time here under wiring scheme, it is automatically put in the database the moment you type it in, or if you're running a timer. Either way, when you stop the timer or type the time in the timesheet, it is in the database, ready to be used for reports or any type of activity that you need out of it.
Cool. All right. Well, that was it. I just had that quick question, so thanks a lot.
All right, you're welcome.